So let's make this real quick, real sweet. This message is brought to you by Legal Paper Economic Ministries. Economic market model for perfect competition. One of the perfect competitions is survival. And so the best way to perfectly survive is to pay attention to the words you use every day. So real quick, I want to write down to you the real war right now. The real war right now is science versus philosophy. And the reason I say that is because when you start getting into what wakes you up, what wakes you up, or what keeps you awoke, right? Now, what puts you to sleep? What puts you to sleep? You know, of course, these are just formulas. So just put, you could say pH equals PYS. You know what I'm saying? Science equals, see, these are formulas. Wake, you know. So real quick, just lay the base. There's a big difference between science and philosophy. Sophia goes back to this root word right here. Where we at right here? You deal with Sophia, Sophism. Okay, and it's dealing with restoring from earlier to devise from something. It's not a root. It's from. It's from the wise. So something has to already be wise in order for you to have a Sophia. In ancient Greece, sophisticate. See, sophistication. Adulteration. To steal something or go into another tribe that's not yours. Sophister. Sophistia. Sophmore. You see that word there? Sophmore. Okay, now, sophomore. I'm glad you put it there. And then we have another one. Sofer, surname, dynasty who comes from Arab, Safidin, the grand Sofa. Sophite, to put to sleep. You see that word there? Sophite. So, when you deal with filio, watch out, guys. When you say filio, you're saying love. That's what you're saying. And I'm going to show it to you. Young man, watch out. I'm trying to teach real quick. Watch out now. Just give me 3 seconds, y'all. Plus 360 more seconds. And I'll be all right. All right, so let's go to this word now. I'm going to show you how to study. That way, So the root word of the filio, see? Filio. Come from Phyllis, but we're going to go here. Dear. To love. Often used to form nonce words. An example, philohome, pacifist. Opposite is miso, miscegenous, misanthropy. See? So the opposite is miss. Let's go there real quick. The opposite is miss. Let's go here. Where we at? Miss. Let's go here. See what's going on here. All right, guys. To fall, to fail, to hit. All right? Missing. See? We miss you very much. Is evolved from lacking. See? So it evolved from that of lacking. So if something was lacking, it evolved into a state. Mistress, due to graphics. Common, at first, or contempt. So again, this is still dealing with the word that gave you the word sophomore. So the love or the desire or the intense obsession with Sophia, anything that puts you to sleep, anything that can be from, see, the wise. However, wise is strictly the scientist, the science. So you saying philosophy is from the science. And if you don't understand that, brother, you're so trapped in philosophy. You have now went to sleep in other people's opinions. You have now went to sleep in other people's agendas. You yourself is a scientist. But if you're not careful, you will never use that part of your brain. Now let's go to science so you'll know what I'm saying. Because these people is teaching you to be philosophical, which means to be religious in your approach to what you think about. And that's, you don't do that. You're not a robot. Okay, so science. Let's go to this word science. Okay. I'm just showing you how to study. I don't need much of your time. 5 minutes. Just give me 1 more minute. Cut it off. Roast me. Do whatever you gotta do. But you can't say I lied to you. Alright, so science. Let's go to science, brothers. If something in my heart just said do this, do it on camera. So science, scientia, seer, to know. See that? To know. To know. To know. See where that red mark is at? To cut, divide. To know. That's the first thing mentioned here. So you can't, and the wise is one who knows. Let's go to wise. It means one who knows. It's to know. It's to know. Wise. Where we at? See? Ground sense of which knowing, it's not only knowing, but it's a branch of knowing. Knowing the way. See? It's two things. Something in motion and it's knowing. And it says, likewise, often used indifferently from way. Wise, whiz. See that? Wisdom. Wise. Now let's go to wise or whiz. Okay, wisdom. Wise. Cut at an age. All right, what else? Whiz. False or whist. Certainly being taken as wit. See? So when you see this word wit. Surviving out of one's wit, 5 wits, wits in. The verb survives is what, whist, wittingly, knowingly. See that? And I showed you what science is. Science is to know. You can't know something without science. To perceive, to see, to see. See? Now, what is a witch? It's a woman that's thought to be, see, with the Gothic, it's thought to be. It means holy, to consecrate. See? What else? Witches were likable to be burned because they were considered wise women. Now, why am I saying this? Because this still goes back to the word wizard. Let's go to it. Wizard. Right here. Wizard. Right? Sluggard. Dastard. Sluggish. So again, a wizard is one he's asleep. He's so trapped in a philosophy that he begins to be sluggish. See? So the wizard, so the only enemies of scientists is witches, wizards. And these universities that y'all going to, these universities that y'all claiming the source of science is actually the witchcraft and wizardry and pharmaceutical, which means sorcery. These are sorcerers. But the source is science. The source is science. So if somebody's called a sorcerer, when they take from sources and they become a resource or a recycled source or reanimated or fake source. So you call that sorcery. So again, philosophia, the love of Sophia, the love of wisdom, the love of things taken from wise people. But the root of wisdom is science. I just showed it to you. And if you don't like it, go look it up. And the people going to see it for themselves. So I showed you where science is to know. And wise is one who knows. So he already got to be related to a scientist. So philosophy is not the root, because sophomore is not your first grade. Sophomore is the second grade of high school. And so you're not a philosopher till you're in the sophomore of information. That's the end of the situation. Peace.